Anthony Becht with a brief exchange. Well, only one spoke, I guess, Joel.
Yeah,
so Anthony Becht was the only one speaking. Ready to go. But first, we go down on the field. Jake Butt is standing by with the newest Birmingham Stallion, former Storm quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
All right, Dorian, it's a bit of a unique scenario. You're getting the start against your former team. What are the emotions you're experiencing right now?
Same as last week. Just blessed to be able to get an opportunity, come out here, show what I got with this team, and try and get a win.
The last time the Storm played the Stallions, the Storm defense shut out the Stallions offense. No one knows that defense better than you. What are the keys for your offense today?
Yeah, don't force the ball. Just play a clean game all the way through, and then, put the ball in the end zone when it's time.
That's always a good plan. Thanks. Good luck.
He was very good last week for Birmingham. We'll see how he is against his former team on a 78-degree day. Humidity for Orlando in May, not too bad at 48%. Birmingham won the toss. They've elected to defer, so we'll have to wait to see DTR. It'll be Jack Plummer and the Orlando offense that'll take the field first.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because this is a very different Birmingham team than we saw a couple of weeks ago. Again, that energy and that hope through DTR, their new quarterback. But this Storm team looking to bounce back in their own right. They started the season with 4 straight wins, lost last week to St. Louis, but a win here today, and they can put themselves right on the brink of a playoff spot. So certainly this group is going to be motivated, and Jack Plummer will be coming out and taking his first snaps of the day.
He's done a very good job, especially taking care of the football over the course of the season. No interceptions in his last 105 attempts, the longest current streak in the UFL. We are underway, fielded at the 4-yard line, and Orlando with a football first. Across the 25 is KJ Hamler, and down near the 33, where Jack Plummer and this offense,
and they really rely on yards after the catch. A lot of short completions and allowing these guys to get after it after the catch, but Jack Plummer is second in the league right now in passing. He's second in the league in completion percentage. He's certainly playing well.
From the 33-yard line, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. And on first down, off the play fake, and a toss to the left side where KJ Hamler has it. And a pickup of nearly 5. Joel, let's talk players to watch with Orlando on the offensive end.
Well, one of them is KJ Hamler. He missed the last couple of weeks with hamstring injuries. He's back, but he'll be a focal point there in the slot. Jashawn Corbin, third in the league in rushing. Last year, he was the leading rusher in the UFL. They'll try to get him going on the ground. And then defensively for Birmingham, Kavai Tazzino, he's third in the league in tackles. And Tate Crowder, he missed that Week 4 matchup against this Orlando team. He leads the league in tackles per game with 9.5.
180! What's up?
Second down and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Plummer back to the air and on the run in Stallions territory, and down at the 40-yard line is Cam Camper. His 11th catch of the season and a first down for the Storm.
And there's an example of the yards after the catch. Watch the timing here, and this is what I think Jack Plummer does such a good job of. Ball is out on time, but it's also right in front of the intended receiver there, and Camper can just run through it, and he gets that positive yak. And this is something that Birmingham is going to have to take away because it's something Orlando really relies on.
First time on the ground for Jashawn Corbin on this first down from the 40, and he gets 3 to the Stallions' 37-yard line.
You know, Kev, it's not an overly explosive offense. In fact, if you look at their passing chart, Jack Plummer's only completed 3 passes of 20 or more air yards down the field. You know, they rely on that short to intermediate passing game, a lot of in-breaking routes. But again, it's about the accuracy and the timing of their quarterback. And Plummer giving his guys a chance after the catch.
We're good. Tighten. Orlando, sit.
Second and 7. Plummer looking to the right, fires to the right, pulling it in is Elijah Badger. His first catch of the afternoon, and another first down for the Storm.
Here's Colin Thompson. He's the play caller for this Orlando group, and they want to get off to a fast start. Last week, they really struggled in the first half. They were down 18-0 in that game. They only had 46 yards in the first half. They were down 25-0 in the third quarter. So getting a fast start, getting that rhythm, and establishing that rhythm early in this game was a huge goal for this Storm team.
Yeah, one of the things Anthony Becht told us before the game, he wanted to up the tempo a little this week, and so far that tempo is up just a bit. Plummer on first down the sideline, and a diving attempt made by Badger. Pass incomplete with coverage from Stephen Gilmore.
Boy, I thought he had exaggerating. He does a good job right there. He's got the high outside leverage, but the ball comes down short and to the outside, and he just can't make the adjustment. If that's up near that pylon, I think he's got a chance.
Second down and 10. Jayshawn Corbin, the single setback. Steven Stilianos was the motion tight end. That's a drop snap. The ball caroming around, and it's recovered by Birmingham. Boy, it took an ill bounce for Plummer. He couldn't get it, and Olakunle Fatakasi ends up on top of it, and it's Orlando's turnover.
And what a gift here for the Birmingham defense. And this is something that this Orlando offense has just not done this year. They're the best team in the league as far as taking care of the football. And it just never really got to his head. You can see Jack Plummer, he's just kind of, I guess he was just leaning back ever so slightly and didn't stay under center. And then that ball, as you said, bounced right to Birmingham, and their offense heads onto the field. That's a good series for them because, listen, Plummer had a few completions there. He throws one short, drops a snap, and now the Stallions on the field.
On first down and 10, and the handoff. A little bit of a punishment from Snoop Connor at the end of that run. Dorian Thompson-Robinson in his second start with Birmingham, and he was really good for the most part in his debut after just 4 days on the roster.
And he's going to have to be good today. This is one of the best defenses in the league. In fact, it is the top defense as far as scoring defense in the league. But last week, he was electric. He was their leading rusher. He threw the ball well, 350 total yards, 3 total touchdowns. If he takes care of the football today, they're going to be in this ball game. There's no doubt about it. This is a different group than the group that got shut out 2 weeks ago by Orlando.
Second and 3. Dorian Thompson-Robinson using his feet, throws on the run, wide open on the sideline. It's Jaden Mickens with a move. Mickens on the chase and down near the 10. Dorian Thompson-Robinson buying time with the nifty footwork.
Yeah, this is a beautiful job in the pocket as he's able to just elude this rush over from the right side. The pass rush for Orlando is very good. Chris Garrett was there in the background, in the backfield, excuse me, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson keeps his eyes downfield. Watch his eyes as he eludes the rush. There he is, eyes downfield, finds the completion, and it's a massive gain down the field and now into scoring territory.
57-yard pickup as Snoop Connor makes a move, and Snoop breaking tackles. He's in for the touchdown. About these Stallions, they get the gift turnover and they turn it into a touchdown.
What a physical run right there from Snoop Connor. Plummer drops the snap, and right down the field, the Stallions go. It's just a little handoff, a little zone right in the middle. Good cut right here by Snoop Connor, and then he's facing 3 Orlando Storm defenders, and he just powers his way into the end zone. This is a group, again, they got shut out 2 weeks ago, and now right down the field, that is exactly the start that A.J. McCarron was looking for.
If you want 32, you want... If you want 30... Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Extra point on the way. And a 7-0 advantage.
How about some energy right there? You can see exactly what he means to this group. Right down the field, 7-0, and now Jack Plummer's got to go back on after that fumble. Only his second turnover of the season. Very clean with the football, but coming off of a loss, that is not how they wanted to start.
7-0 advantage for Birmingham in a game they absolutely have to have. This is Aaron Cruikshank getting his first opportunity today. And Cruikshank with the return out to the 25 to Zeno on the tackle.
I'll tell you what, this Orlando team, they better buckle up because Birmingham is ready to play today. They are ready. They don't feel like they got anywhere near their best effort a couple of weeks ago in that shutout. And now Orlando coming off of a loss, a game in which they did not play well in the first half on either side of the ball, gave up their first scores defensively in the first half. By the way, that touchdown Birmingham just scored, only the 3rd touchdown that Orlando has given up in the first half of any game this year. And so clearly these Stallions ready to go.
That came on a 3-play, 70-plus yard drive. On first down, the handoff is to Corbin, and Corbin out near the 30-yard line. He'll end up 5 yards short of a first down, but a good first down run for Jayshawn Corbin.
And everything for this Orlando team is about efficiency. Efficiency in the passing game, efficiency in the run game. It helps them on 3rd down. They don't do anything great other than taking care of the football. They've already put it on the ground once, and here it looks like a pre-snap penalty.
73? Yeah, cool flinch. False start, number 73. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Down.
Samuel Jackson unhappy after that flinch and back him up 5.
Certainly not the start they wanted, huh, Kev? I mean, Anthony Beck got to be frustrated with these first few moments of this contest.
Well, and what did he tell us this week? He said, we put up a slide. He said, this is a, and I'll clean it up for family viewing, this is a fool around and find out game. He said, it happened last week in the first half. We cannot fool around, as Jayshawn Corbin will take the direct snap and keep it himself. And Corbin, after the penalty, back out to the 30-yard line. And so far, a little fooling around for Orlando, and they're down 7-0.
That's exactly right. You know, open up the rush lane. You know, a wide rush allows DTR to get out of the pocket. Big completion. And he throws a block, gets him into the end zone. You know, they're facing a defense that has not had a lot of success. This Birmingham defense, last in the league in total defense, last in the league in passing defense. They're last on third down. They don't get to the quarterback very well. They do take it away, though. That's one thing that they've lived on is the takeaways. Their second most takeaways in the UFL was 7.
Plummer, target, and a broken tackle for Badger to get the first down. He was going to be close to short on the initial contact, but he was able to spin away and move the chains.
You know, that's what he does, though, Kev. Elijah Badger is so good after the catch. In fact, he's second in the league right now in yards after the catch. So the contact right there, you better wrap him up. He reminds me a little bit of Omar Cooper we were just talking about in the draft last week from Indiana. Just refuses to be tackled, and you can see that determination after the catch.
Came in 4th in the UFL in receiving yards this season. You see yards per catch, 2nd in the league. He's been a big play guy.
180! What's up?
First down, Plummer airing it deep. Down the sideline, and the pass incomplete. He wanted Cam Camper, so now 2nd and 10 for Colin Thompson.
You got to listen intently.
2nd and 10. And off, right side. And a little space out there for Elijah Dotson. Now a 3rd down play call for Colin Thompson.
Let's go rat the gun, bunch left, rifle 53, H-Web, and salt.
Hey, water!
Oh, I can't repeat that.
Rifle 53, H-Web, and
Rat to gun, bunch left, rifle 53, H-Web.
They bring Dotson into the backfield.
So he's going to that second one, so now it's Salt. S terms usually like a screen here. All right, here we go. That's the Salt play.
And short of the first down. Salt turns out short, and a decision while you're at midfield right now, and it's 4th down.
Hey, water, let's go! Hey, back up.
So once you're on the 49 or closer to the end zone, you lose the opportunity to punt. They could punt here if they chose to, but the offense stays on the field. We've got a stoppage here.
Hey, he's tight to the core!
The play we want to look at.
Row, when you motion,
So
So give me the spot where you
don't go to
So
dip.
were they going to punt or what were they going to do? It's beyond the 50, 49 and a half.
Yeah, they're going for it, so
Okay,
I'll move it just beyond.
Just
and it's
beyond.
4th down.
Okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Ruling on the field is that the ball was beyond the 50-yard line. It's short. It's still 4th down.
Hey, Luke! Watch the jet sweep!
15 seconds on play clock.
Hey!
Tell you, that's a big half yard. Having to go for it here. You better execute here on 4th down.
5 for 16 this year.
Go right behind him, Luke. Right behind him, Luke. Hey, burn Wanda! Burn Wanda! Burn Wanda! Burn, here we go. 31. Orlando, son!
4th and 1. Handoff and going nowhere. Oh, the penetration. Tizino, the first Stallion there. And he blows up the Storm's 4th down play and a turnover back Birmingham.
Great push by this defensive line in the backfield, and Tizino cleans it up. What a stop for the Stallions. Offense back on the field. It's been all Stallions so far. We'll see if they can pay it off when we come.
For the quarterback for the Stallions, and now he takes over with a short field after the turnover on downs.
Well, and they scored in 2 plays. One of the things that we didn't even get a chance to set up. Orlando so good in the pass rush. Probably the best pass rush in the league. And we saw DTR step away real quickly from that on that first snap.
All day, all day. Help him up.
And downstairs we go to Jake Butt.
Yankee right.
Yeah, guys, I was talking to some of the Stallions players pregame, and they mentioned since the arrival of DTR, there's been a completely different energy in the locker room. It's his leadership that stands out. He had a meeting with the players this week and emphasized the opportunity that everybody has to go put it out on tape and get a chance to go back to the NFL. Joe, you used the words energy and hope earlier. That was echoed by these players. The best quarterbacks, it's so much more than just arm talent. They're floor raisers. They're ceiling raisers. They elevate the play of everyone around them. That's what we've seen so far with the Stallions.
Pressure, throw to the right side, first down, broken tackle, and a stiff arm out of bounds. Justin Ross. Left flag is down. That's going to be Isaiah Bugg's flag.
He certainly did. We have a complete confirming that. Back it on.
Tack it on, half the distance. Yeah. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 96. Defense, half the distance goal, first down.
This is Isaiah Bugs who's coming in. You just can't contact. Yeah, he clearly gets him right in the face. Little contact with his helmet. That's just going to be called. That's just modern football right there. I know he doesn't like it. There's some that still don't like it, but that's the way that the game has gone. That is a penalty. Sometimes
13-yard penalty. First down at the 12. For one of the best red zone teams in the UFL, but nowhere to go this time. Excellent work. Into the backfield from Tavante Beckett.
There's Beckett. This is a very good player. All UFL the last couple of years. You can see he's just off the edge right there. That's not a read. They're unable to squeeze out there. Tight end goes down. He doubles up. Nobody blocking the in-man on the line of scrimmage. That's an easy tackle for Tavante Beckett.
Monday, sit up!
Loss of 2. It's second and 12. And the handoff up the middle. Not much running room there for Snoop Connor. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Now, this is typically when you've got to have somebody on the outside that has a bit of size that can provide a mismatch. Remember, Deon Cain is 6'1", 194 pounds, caught a touchdown last week. He was good last week, 5 catches, 57 yards total. Might be a time to look for Deon Cain here, number 8.
First 3rd down today for Birmingham.
Go to 11. You got 10. Sit up!
And a timeout is used by A.J. McCarron on the sideline. So the former quarterback calling a timeout, wants to talk
Birmingham has called their
first
charge timeout of the half, 30 seconds in length.
Let's go! Let's go! Dion, let's go!
Yeah.
Monday.
Usually means you're trying to get to the corner, guys, on bench routes, trying to get somewhere right back here.
3rd and 9. To the end zone. Leaping grab for the touchdown. Justin Ross, his 2nd touchdown grab of the year. And the Stallions stunning the Storm early, up 13-0.
This is graduate level quarterback play. I want you to watch Dorian Thompson's eyes first. Watch, he goes to the flat first, bang, right there. And now he goes up to the corner. He just holds the defender ever so slightly. That's all you need is the corner to just bite. Right there, he sits, and now you can go up and over the top. You just need that little bit of space. It's a beautiful throw, but it was set up by his knowledge of that bench route. He knows he has to hold the corner, and he does it with his eyes, and then he gets the ball up and over the top.
Extra point makes it 14-0. First meeting, Birmingham was 0 for 1 in the red zone. They're 2 for 2 in the first quarter today. You think A.J. McCarron's not enjoying that? He is.
It's just less.